Well, buckle up and hold on to your seats. We have an absolute doozy of a match tonight here for the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by the PPD. Per usual, William Stewart here, joined by Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. Sean, man, I'm happy to be back for this one. How's it going, man?
Listen, man, I'm doing great. I missed you on Monday. Brandon did a fantastic job for us, and we had a heck of a match, that's to say the least. The ending was crazy, but the actual match itself was fantastic. And this one has a lot to live up to, but I think we're going to exceed those expectations tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple gentlemen that are posting or hoping for some big numbers. I hear 500 plus. They may be throwing in a little giveaway, is what I hear. So maybe the numbers will be pretty big tonight. We'll see what happens. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you potentially want a set of smashed barrels from Next Gen Darts, or maybe a couple of the last available Spartan Willy Walkers, you better share this thing out. Let's get it to 500 people watching at one time so that they actually do that giveaway. It's going to be great. I'm excited for it. Let's look at the bracket real quick first
Yeah,
before we get into this one.
let's take a look because I know we're getting a little double dip here. We're getting a back-to-back Division One matchups. We normally don't do that. We go to Division Two, but with the amount of players we have in Division Two right now, we figure we're going to give you some more action to the Division One. And it looks like over on the winner's side, it was Kevin Schmitz sitting there, kind of waiting on the top half of that bracket there, as he's waiting on his opponent, Kenny. That's going to be a great matchup as soon as that plays.
I mean, no disrespect to Kevin because he has the highest win percentage of anyone so far in this tournament. But Kenny Doyle is averaging a 5.22 for the entire tournament, and we have the second best average playing tonight, who lost to Kenny in the first one, and that's Willy Walker. So that'll be interesting here as we have Mike Maloney and Willy Walker. And I'm just going to run through some stats for you if that's okay.
Do it.
Willy Walker, win percentage is 61%, which is the second highest average. He has 61 5 marks, 55 6 marks, 72 7 marks. So there is a better chance of Willy Walker hitting a 7 mark after that first triple than a 5 mark.
That is
That is
nuts.
insane.
That is just nuts to hear. When that's happening, you're just plowing in and you're feeling those triples, and that's just the thing about it. It's like, wow, those are impressive numbers when you mark it up right at the very get go here. And Maloney, I'm looking at his. He's got 35 nines. He's got 94 sevens and a
Yeah.
4.66 average right now. So this should be like I said, an absolute doozy. I'm ready for this one.
Yeah, and Willie is averaging a 4.88 total. His last match against Jeremiah Berger, though, he averaged a 5.06. Now, Maloney averaged a 4.97 against Jordan Meyer in his last match. So they're both right there on their numbers. And keep in mind, Willie's played one less match than Mike Maloney. And he has 33 9 marks to Mike Maloney's 35 9 marks. So Willie can definitely pound those big scores. And
Yeah, I
that
think
might
we
make the difference tonight.
Yeah, didn't we see? I mean, Mark Rowe and Willie Walker go at it. I think they had 8 apiece on the 9 marks in that one. So I know these guys are good friends, and they practice, they warm up together a lot. So this should be a great one, and I'm excited. We'll take it to the tail of the tape here, so you guys can see some information about these guys. I mean, they've got some stats. That's for sure. Is you're seeing that 4.4 average for Willie Walker and a 4.7 for Mike. Now that's just kind of before the tournament. So we mentioned the 4.88 for Willie and the 4.66 for Mike currently. So that's their current standings. And then 20 gram Spartans for Willie. Next
Yep.
gen smashes. You already mentioned it for these guys. And check out those how long these guys have been playing.
Yeah, they're both very wise dart players, and they both played against each other and with each other often. So nothing either of these two guys are going to do is going to surprise the other person. And that's really important, actually, is they know each other's games like the back of their hands, and that's going to make it a very close battle, I believe. I don't see this one going lopsided one way or another unless one person's way off or one person is extremely on. But I think this could be a close battle at the end of the day.
Yes, certainly will be. We've got a lot of people flooding the chat already, kind of giving their predictions. I'm not going to give one tonight. I don't want to. I don't want to jinx anything. I think that this is going to be just neck and neck, and I think we could see another 9-8 finish, just like what Monday night.
Yeah, so actually, I was correct on Monday night for the first time ever, which is
What?
great. I know. So here's my prediction. I think this match is going to come down to whoever starts out hot and whoever times their 16s, 15s, and bowls a little bit better. That timing is going to be so important in this match. I'm actually going to give a slight edge here to Willy Walker just based on the firepower and the ability to throw more knockout punches. So I have it 9-7 Willy. That's my final prediction.
Well, I think you could certainly get away with that. As Mike's the first one to tell you he hasn't been playing a lot in the past couple years. I think he took 18 months off. He certainly hasn't scared him away from that 4.66 average currently, but Willie's going to be strong. But then again, I could see Mike pulling up his numbers just because of that. So I'm ready, raring to go here. It looks like it's going to be Mike Maloney to start. So here we go, right into this race to 9 cricket battle.
I'm excited, man.
On the partners promoting dart pages.
Willy Walker is playing out of Tacoma, Washington at all seasons for the Western Washington Dart Leagues. And then Mike Maloney is playing out of Oswego, Illinois at the Cantina for Abraham Amusements and Excel Entertainment. So these guys are pretty much on opposite ends of the country compared to like where players are playing in this tournament. And then, of course, you got me in Indianapolis, Indiana, you in Kansas. Did you know that Kansas is the home state for the Tiger King?
Yes, I unfortunately heard that today when I saw that first episode. Yeah, Garden City.
Same.
Garden City.
Do you live real close by to there?
3 hours away.
Okay.
There's more cattle in Garden City than there is people. That is a true fact.
Well, there's a 7 mark there for Mike Maloney as he is starting out on fire right now. Willie only got a 1 mark in the first round. There's a lot of 18s coming.
That's surprising though for Willie to start off like that. Mike Maloney starting off hot. Here we go.
Well, I said at the get-go, it's going to be whoever starts out hot. Now this leg has a lot left. Look at him going double 18 just to spite me, I think. And he gets the trip 17 there. He's probably laughing to himself as he hit that double 18.
Yeah, I really like the double play here and there when you splash it in. Then again, it can go really wrong if you put it outside when you don't need to, and you needed that single mark to put some pressure on.
Yeah, I said it on Monday. That brop sound is like the worst sound in darts.
Oh, I know that. I know what you're talking about. That old miss.
He goes double again and hits it again. Look at Mike Maloney, 2 for 2 on the double so far.
Doubles in cricket the Maloney way, says Liz Tynan.
Brandon Neal, what's up, brother? Tim Neal, no relation. Tim's actually one of my business partners. What's up, brother?
Brandon Neal, absolutely fantastic job the Monday night for you. It was awesome to hear you jump into the commentary booth with Sean here.
Yeah, he definitely did a pretty good job of carrying me on Monday, that's for sure. Someone needs to.
We all need to jump on someone's back here and there.
Dan Taylor in there. What's up, brother? He actually drove from Michigan down to Fort Wayne to meet me on
the Dagger. The Dagger
on
did, huh?
Yeah, that's super nice of him. Shout out.
Look at this first match average.
5.63 to a 3.6 only for Willie. So, you want to talk about starting off hot? There you go. And Willie is going to be licking his chops to get back in this thing right now.
Brandon Neal said his back is still sore, by the way.
I wouldn't expect anything else out of him.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah,
right, Willie starting off 6 mark.
That's a better start for him, obviously. And that's how easy doing commentary is. You just state the obvious sometimes. That's why John Madden was so successful over the top.
Brett Favre.
If you score more points than your opponent, you win the game.
Oh man,
Only a
we're in
3
we're in
there.
trouble. We're in trouble now.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's on.
Uh,
All right, Mike's going to point the heck out of these 19s. He's going to need more than that, though. There's another 5 mark. So back-to-back 5 marks from Mike. Willie went 6 mark, 3 mark. So they're both right at that 4 average. Well, I guess Mike's having a 5, but
you
they're
seen
all around it.
pegging this 18 last start?
Yeah.
No.
I'm surprised he didn't just start there, Just
Yeah,
stay there and point.
I was kind of wondering if he would just stay there, add that other house, but chose or elected not to.
Well, guys,
Oh wow.
give you a little a 9 mark there. A little boom goes to dynamite right away. But we are already at 300 live viewers across our platforms. We got to raise those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers for Mike Maloney and Willy Walker. Get those numbers up there, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Shares go a long way, guys. I'm going to do it right now.
Here we go. That's a good fact that you just mentioned there. I need to do the same. How about the 7 mark for Mr. Mike Maloney there?
I'm
Wow.
telling you.
This is
Wow.
impressive to start here.
He is on it right now. He's trying to make my prediction look stupid.
Dan Levine said Maloney off to a 9-0 win here. That would certainly be impressive, but I just don't see that being the case over this long format. I think, especially with a guy of Willy Walker's capabilities, I mean, geez Louise.
Look at this, though. He goes 8 mark after that. Oh, my goodness. He is on fire right now, and Willie's just laughing. He's like, okay. He did not like that trash talk from me at the beginning of this. That was wonderfully posted by Mr. Nick Teixeira instead of waiting for that break. He let Maloney see it early. And he goes, double bowl. He 6.53.
That may be one of our highest marks. Yeah, I think we had a 6.8 previously on the stream.
6.84. Yeah, 6.84 was our highest before that.
Yeah, but that's going to be one of the highest ones so far. I mean, that's just an impressive leg of cricket for Mr. Mike Maloney.
Yeah, he is, for someone who did not play very much going into this tournament, he has obviously been hitting that dartboard hard recently. And those smash barrels must be doing something great for Mike so far. And only a 3 mark there for Willie. And Mike only gets a 1 mark, so Willie a chance to really take control. It is 2-0 Mike Maloney here over Willy Walker. And that's another thing about the 9-0 spread. It's really hard to do when it's player advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Once you get that 3 plus.
Oh, no. Willie follows up with a 1 mark.
So just seeing our first leg, we're kind of a hesitant start. We've all been there before, but
not anymore.
Yeah, let's say it ain't going to last very long.
Mike goes in a 7.
Sure.
And Willie is looking to fire right back. A 7 mark of his own. And these guys are not playing around now. Where's everyone tuning in from? Let us know in the comments. We love to hear those things and see those things so we can interact with you guys a little bit. It's one of our favorite parts of this, minus the fact that we're just, we get to sit back and talk darts between each other. Nothing cooler than that.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I sure missed Monday night being stuck in that airport, not being able to call that fantastic match from Monday between Dennis Sandin and Travis Wilkinson. But we're here now for this one. We got tons of people tuning in. Illinois, Washington, Detroit, North Dakota, Mandan, North Dakota, Texas, Washington State, Wisconsin. Wow.
Nebraska. Bellevue, Nebraska in there. Des Moines, Iowa. Utica, New York in the chat here. Woo.
Fantastic.
Flint, Michigan, I see you there. Sestefano tuning in with us from Ohio. You got to talk to him a little bit this past weekend, didn't you?
It was fantastic opportunity to get to chat with him. He's a nice young man, and I tell you what, he's going to go far in this game.
Yeah.
He is gonna go far, that's for sure. Big 9 mark there. Look at that. Mike Maloney just pounding him. Pounding it
Boom,
out. Look at this 6.40.
boom goes dynamite. Chris Trinidad always has the best answer to this question of where you're tuning in from.
808. Will the pickles, he says. I told you guys about this too. Oh man. Let me tell you what, sir.
Does he know that it got confiscated from you?
No,
Oh,
TSA took my jars of pickles from Seacoast. There's this fine young lady who makes jars of pickles, and let me tell you what, they are just fantastic. So if you're ever at Seacoast Open, ask about them.
guys, Mike Maloney is on another level right now. Someone in the chat just said that too. Sugar Shane Johnson.
I was
I
gonna say,
mean,
you read the chat?
insane. I wanted to give him credit because I just copied exactly what he said, but that was not my original thought. I mean, he's right now he's on pace to average over a 6, like overall in this match. Double bowl in the last start too, a 6.14. Sessa, mine made it home, but didn't survive long.
They certainly will not.
Seth, be careful because you still need a nickname, and you don't want it to be Pickles.
That is for sure. That is for sure. You don't want that one, Seth. Look at this.
As
Clears
Mike
it
just
up,
averages
6-0.
just an easy 6 in that leg there.
3
Willy's
on the spin for Mike Maloney.
And I do want to point out that Willy is definitely throwing below his average in this tournament so far, but Mike's kind of doing that to him. He is not making this close so far.
Well, you see Willy Walker, I think he's averaged, what, mid-4s this whole time?
Yeah, 3.6, a 4.5, and a 4.25.
Okay, so a little less than that.
But again,
less than that.
That 4 mark there almost kills him right away with the way Mike's been throwing. By the way, Mike was throwing like a 2 after the first 2 rounds and still shot a 6 that leg. And there's another 7 mark for Mike Maloney. My goodness.
Mr. Smash is taking it to Willy Walker tonight.
He's smashing him right now.
He has taken what Willy Walker said to heart here, and he's just saying, you know what? You're going to say that to me. I got something for you, sir.
Oh, all this trash talk is paying off for Mike right now. Look at this. Does it go up at the 20s? No, he stayed right there, pointed away. A nice another 7 mark there for Mike Maloney. He's only averaging a 7 this leg.
Only a 7. Only a 7.
This is insane, man. We're up to 404 people watching. We are only 96 people away from getting to sorry, Seth. My bad, dude. 96 people away, guys. Share this thing. Let's get that giveaway going. So far, Mike Maloney, you're gonna want those smash barrels, it looks like, because those things are on fire.
Certainly feeling well with him. Definitely throwing very well with him right now. He's 5.67 here.
Willy's ripping the darts out of the board early here. Let's see what Mike's throws in another 7 mark.
Look at this, and he extends this lead to just almost an untouchable mark for Willy Walker.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing Willy can really do right now. He's actually trying just to open up other numbers. And he can't even do that. Only a 3 mark there for Willy.
He's putting Willy in this predicament that he's not normally in, that he has to think about a different strategy to possibly outdo Mike. And it's just one of those things that's, if you're not comfortable with it, you're never going to succeed.
Mike is just not missing triples. I mean, just not missing triples. I don't know how else to put it. This is insane. Yeah, Willy's got so much pressure on him right now that it's actually causing him to miss. And he's not missing darts, he's just missing triples.
And I think that's exactly what it is. I think, Mike's just put him in that bind where he's in that corner like, okay, do I open up another house? Do I keep fighting the numbers here and hope that he misses? Because he's not.
He's not even having to shoot doubles right now. I mean, This is insane.
He's that point where a couple fat numbers don't hurt.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
mean, purposely fat numbers. Like, all right, I can just go 3 fat 15s here and be okay.
this is not shocking, but this is wow. And he hasn't missed a double bowl yet, let alone anything. Like, he has not shot at the bowl and hit a single bowl.
So listen to this, folks. 5.63, 6.53, 6.0, 5.86 so far in this match for Mike Maloney.
And I actually missed the average of Willy in that one for the first time. I think it was a 3.75. But
Yes, it was around that area. I think you can plug that in and be all right.
yeah, wow. I mean, guys, we're at 451 people watching, 49 away. That's all it is.
So
Give
now
away some darts.
we got to see Willie here take advantage of this start and then possibly get a leg and another one because now he's got this player advantage.
Yeah, he can still drag it back to 4-3 by the break, and if he does so, as we could see, 777 from Maloney, he only gets a 3 mark there. Dan Levine says, "Who's laughing at my 9-0 call now?" Right now, no one. We'll see if that continues. Yeah. Uh-oh. Willy just gives it right back to Mike again.
Well, how about this? We're at 468 total. This is getting
I'm going to be
crazy.
honest. When he said 500, I was like, maybe he should have stuck with 400. That's a lot of people, but we're going to reach that number.
We're going to reach that number easily, and hopefully we surpass that by a good margin.
Boom goes the dynamite, Mike Maloney.
I shouldn't even let you get it out of your mouth.
I appreciate you pausing there just so I could do it. That was nice of you.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
This is insane. Eric Larson goes, Mike, calm down. I have you 9-7. Chill, homie. I want the barrels. Yeah, I wonder how many people besides Mike put 9-0 in there or something. It's insane. 481 is where we're at right now, guys. 19 people away.
For those that are asking, this is total views over YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So we do have 3 running right now. You can check out any of our coverage, and we can see your comments as they go. So let us know where you're tuning in from and who you're cheering on.
Absolutely. Give us a score prediction down there, too. Although right now, it's hard to pick Willy.
It's definitely in the favor of Mike, but this is so far from over. We do have a lot of legs left. We have a break to go in the middle of after 7 legs, so we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, that's the story of it right now, guys. The trip one on the wires there for Willy. That's just been the story of this. The other story is about what we're about to see here from Mike. He's going to go double 20, and he tried it. At least he stayed inside. I'll take that. A lot of people are posting, how do you get into the giveaway? I don't know how to say this, guys. Mike's post originally talking about the giveaway was the way to get into the giveaway, and it ended before the match started. So that being said, we still want to see score predictions as we are actually at 500 exactly right now, guys. We made it.
I tell you what, though, just because if you're tuning in right now, we'll go ahead and do a little giveaway as well. If you commented on here, we'll get you a USA Darts jersey. If you comment on here and we get it up to, let's say, 650, an extra 150, we'll do a USA Darts giveaway.
And a white horse there for Willy Walker. Boom goes to dynamite. He needed that one. Hey, I'm going to get in on this one. Can I put in the chat what I think is going to happen?
Get in there. Get in there. Why not? Yeah, we'll do a USA Darts jersey. Do a V1 or V3, I think they are in stock right now. Your choice of size, and we'll get it out to you. On me. On me.
I was about to say, I'm about to give away a set of darts with how this is going, man. This is crazy.
Well, I hate for people to feel like they got left out.
No, for sure. USA Dart jersey sounds awesome. And I need another jersey to wear on stream.
Alrighty, here we go.
Yep. The frustration is setting in
Oh,
way too early here. He's got to remember this is a really long format match. Yeah, takes a drink. Just settles himself a little bit here. Still got 10 seconds to throw. Single 18. And he went for the bull there. Does it start creeping into your mind a little bit that you're down 4-0 live on stream?
you can see it right now on Willy's. You can just feel the pressure on his shoulders, and I think he just needs to take a deep breath, relax. This is far from over. Just got to pick at that lead. Pick at that lead, one leg at a time, and you even got to dump down to just one dart at a time right now. And just take a breath and relax, because you could just see after that first dart how it just, he kind of had to step back and, take a mindset of just like, okay, come on.
Right. And the averages that Mike is throwing right now, which again, there goes another double bowl. He still has not missed a double bowl into a single bowl. I'm not joking. A 5.68 there to a 4.3. He is not throwing averages that are untouchable for Willy. Now, but Willy needs to pick it up now. 5-0. He has the player advantage for 3 legs to get back in this thing. He needs to make it 5-2 going to the break, or else this might be out of reach. It was 5-2 last match on Monday going into the break, and it ended up going to the last leg decider. But Willy needs to get it to 5-2 going into that break and take some momentum into that 11-minute break that we're about to have.
Willy's starting off with a 6 mark here.
Yeah,
and Mike's just not missing with these first darts.
Nope, a 5 mark there. This is where Willy has struggled in this second throw. He has missed the triple 19 into some other number, either the 7s or the 3s, both times. Now he has a little bit of a... Yep, is he going to look at it? Nope, he's going to stay there the whole way, and I like that. I like that move from him. Point.
Yeah, he's got to have that point mentality for the rest of this match, because if not, Mike's going to do it to him because he's done it the past couple of legs.
Dan Levine says, get the broom out, people. Only 4 to go.
That's just hard to believe. I mean, there's so long to play, but I mean, Mike's just been putting in a dominant performance, as you said there, 7 mark. Once again, I mean, wow.
Yep, and Willy, there goes Willy. Fill it up. There's a 9 mark for Willy Walker. Boom goes to Dynamite Willy. I like it. He needs more and more of that, as Mike is still throwing a 6 in this leg.
They're certainly not in Kansas anymore. Well, geez, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in Kansas, I tell you what. As I'm stuck here and there's nothing to see here, you got to stick to these darts on Monday and Wednesday night to have some action.
Welcome to Kansas, home of the Tiger King. You got to love it. And look at that. He throws in a 6 mark. He's just going to take some numbers down. He's starting to play this aggressive game. This is actually what Brandon and I talked about on Monday and it's what turned it around for Travis, right? Is he started taking out closes and playing a little bit of a shortened game, which tends to work in the favor of the person not throwing as well in that moment. So you can see here, look at his board moved a lot on that second dart. You see that?
Yeah, I did. Willy's looking at a good spot here, though. He's in a good spot to take a leg here. Great stuff. Once again, folks, we want to thank you for joining us here on the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. William Stewart here of USA Darts Production, joined as always by Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. What a match. What a performance here early by Mike Maloney.
Yeah. And Willy just throws in the close there. Smart darts. I think Mike actually registered that third dart, but he decided just to throw his hands up and not worry about it. I'm going to guess it was probably a single 16 or something. If he was really concerned about a triple, he probably would have done something there. Who's Gordon Stewart to you, bud?
That is my father.
Dad, tuning in with us. Says sounding good, guys.
Dad's always tuning in. Thank you, Dad, for doing that. Always much appreciated. Thanks for your support.
Here's Willy throwing a 5.14 here in this leg, and I'm telling you, the Mike averages are not out of reach for Willy. He's just got to start throwing darts like this. It looks like Mike's going to end on a 3-9 this leg, so a little bit off on this one. But again, when you put pressure early on your opponent, this can happen. As Willy takes it out, 5:05.
There we go. It's something. And I mean, it's not a bad average from Willy Walker. It's just that when your opponent's been throwing a 5.63, 6.53, 6.0, 5.86, and a 5.68, that 5.0 seems like a bad number.
That's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those averages would beat Kenny Doyle tonight right now. And that is saying something right now. Again, Willy has the second highest average in the tournament of any player with a 4.88. And Mike is sitting fifth with a 4.66. And you can just see Mike has raised that at least an entire 1.5 up. And he's doing it again. My goodness.
Once again, folks, let's try to get this up to 650. If we get up to 650, we'll do that USA Darts jersey giveaway.
We're up to 534, guys, and we're going strong. Share this bad boy out. Get it to all those pages that you know and love and that you are members of. If you haven't heard about this CSC Challenger Series yet, you should. It is a race to 9, all cricket format, guys. Brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts, and it has been an absolutely fantastic ride here. I believe that this is for 7th, 8th in this tournament. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's 7th, 8th. The winner will go into the 5th, 6th match, I believe. So unfortunately, both these guys just playing some tough opponents to get them. Who was it? Willy Walker got put out by Kenny Doyle in the first. Put in the losers by Kenny, and I mean he's just been throwing lights out. He's your number 1 ranked player in averages right now.
And Mike lost to the other King Seat player, Kevin Schmitz. So
that's right. That's right. Stephen Phillips tuning in. What's going on, Stephen? It's a pleasure to meet you this weekend at Seacoast.
Yeah, I love it.
Quality shot, both him and Robbie.
Well, Willy is battling here, 4.75, but Mike throwing a 6.67. He's just turning it. I'm telling you, this is a crazy level look at this, just triple. And he closes it. A 9 mark there from Mike Maloney. If you thought it was good before, it's better now. Boom, goes the dynamite. Mike Maloney. Dear goodness.
This is just crazy. Vanessa Talks asking, where can we see the bracket? It's over on CompuSport if you want to look up the PPD or Partners Promoting Darts. It's that CSC Challenger Series. So there's Division 1 and Division 2. You can check them both out.
I was going to put it in the chat, but then I realized I don't have the
Uh-oh.
I got it.
You got it? Sweet.
Paste.
This has been such a dominant performance. We haven't really got into the old how to be a part of this program. If you wanted to be, you can go over to dartstoc.com and check out how to get into these leagues or these DRTs.
Yeah, you want me to run through that real quick?
I mean, if you would.
Yes. So do you want to know how to become eligible to play in PPD Nationals in January, TOC in October 2022, and the CSC Challenger Series? Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and DRTs or daily remote tournaments. Leagues are started daily, so get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any location with G3 boards within the PPD system. We are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact us on our website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. You heard it from Brandon on Monday. He plays in one league and stays qualified for everything. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. And if you want to play in the CSC Challenger Series, you have to be within the top 500 players points-wise on the All-Star rank list lockdown date, which for the next CSC Challenger Series is January 11th, 2022. However, January 9th is the last day to play matches to get points that go towards that January 11th lockdown date. Now, keep in mind, the way to get points is for every league match played, DRT played. They also award 50 bonus points for every time a player participates in our All-Star Triples tournaments, which I believe is this weekend. On the January 11th lockdown date, we will take the top 500 players on the rank list, sort that list of players by player rating, and then the top 32 players will be invited for Division 1, and the next highest 32 players will be invited to Division 2. That's right, we are switching Division 2 to 32 players in hopes for more streaming opportunities and also give 16 more spots for players to fill. Therefore, rewarding more players for their PPD remote play. So there you go, as we see Willy Walker get a hat trick right there. But he is down big in this leg.
I'm so glad you do that because I couldn't rattle that all off without making no sense at all. So I'm glad that Mr. Sean Green is here to let you all know how to partake in this. Good stuff here as we see Mike Maloney get it 5.56. Just impressive stuff here for Mike Maloney as we head into our break. Mike Maloney up 6-1 over Willy Walker in this race to 9 legs. Folks, you don't want to go anywhere.
Can I point this out real quick that Willy Walker in his Trash Talk interview said that it'd be 6-1 him over Mike and told people to stay tuned and like watch the rest of it, although it'd be over with quickly. I just think that that's a hilarious turnaround.
That kind of is a little bit lopsided there, a little bit funny, isn't it? Well, we'll see here. It could go either way. Willy's not out of this. It can go
Nope.
It can go in his favor quickly here with this player advantage. Don't go anywhere, folks. William Stewart here of USA Darts, joined by Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. We'll be right back with more.
This is Mike Maloney, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series. Playing for Excel and Abraham Amusements, playing out of Oswego, Illinois at the Cantina.
Fantastic. And Maloney, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back on the stream here. I know we got to watch your last match not too long ago against Jordan Meyer. You came out on top 9-6. What was your thoughts on that match?
I'm glad that he started a little slower. As I had an empty bar, and I seen he had a lot of people going on in his, so I don't know if that swayed it in my favor or not, but he definitely didn't start out the way he's been playing this whole tournament, and I just kind of used that to my advantage and was able to stay on top.
I mean, you're both hard hitters, right? And when you were talking in the previous interview about not playing much in the last 2 years, seeing you come out the door and you were ready to play, those first few games really kind of give you that early advantage, and while Jordan came alive at the end, you were pretty dominant throughout that match. I imagine you have to be feeling good after that.
Yeah, that was the best performance since I've been back playing, and it feels good. There's a lot of times when I'm throwing, prior matches, and for example, you want to take the Kevin Schmitz. Every time he missed, I missed. I couldn't capitalize to save my life. So it's nice to be able to take the shots again that I'm kind of used to hitting sometimes more often than not. So that's a nice trend in the right direction for me.
Well, speaking of trends in right direction, your tournament performance so far, I mean, you're leading in 5 marks and 6 marks, and I know not everybody's played the same amount of games, but it shows that you're hitting those very consistent rounds. Not necessarily just the explosive stuff and the small stuff, but like those big 5s and 6s, which are really the rounds that win matches. Now, with that being said, you have your match against self-proclaimed Wally Walters tonight. And we're really excited to see both you guys on stream. What's your history with Willy Walker there?
Willy and I are good friends. I don't know that I'd say we talk every day, but very, very often, and we have for the past couple of years. We played quite a few events together all over different parts of the country. It's something to look forward to, playing somebody who you're not only comfortable with personally, but at the board. I know his game in and out, so I know what to expect. Doesn't always mean you can capitalize, but I'm not going to be surprised if he comes out powerhousing,
Oh, for sure. And if anybody doesn't have you guys on Facebook, they're certainly missing out right now with your guys' banter back and forth. It's really like building up to this anticipation of an amazing match of 2 star-studded players. And right now, you're currently holding the record for most viewers on stream with your last match. So we're going to try to pass that record again.
Okay, yeah, I seen they were saying, I rewatched it back, which is always nice to be able to do. They said there was like 300 players, so I'd like to get everybody. I think I'm going to make a post, and I did something similar with our match last year. Gave away a set of my darts. Willy might be on board also. I'll have to talk to him, but I'd like to see 500 viewers on our stream, and really get it up there. So,
well, I know all of us at the PPD would love that too. And talking real quick about playing on the stream, how does that make you feel? Like when you're playing on the stream compared to like maybe players that haven't played on a live feed before, what's that feel like?
I'd like to say that it does help me, but I don't know that it matters. That for maybe higher end players, I don't know if it really affects people in that you go out there to win, and you want to give it your best shot. So I don't know. Sometimes I do feel that I play a little better on stream, but I also feel that that's contributed to a lot of times when you're on stream, you're in a tougher match, in a higher level of play kind of situation. Now you're coming down to the end. Our money's raising every time we win. So I kind of feel a lot of the times that's where you're sitting at. You're just under the gun more than maybe a first round match or just some random second round, third round match. Now you're really getting into the nitty gritty. So I don't know. It could work well for other people and not well for others. Maybe some people get jittery. I think at this level, I think everybody's just going out there to play and give it everything they have on that specific night.
Well, we're excited to definitely see you and Willy go out there to play this evening. Is there anything you want to say to the friends, fans, family, anybody that's going to be watching that stream?
I say just keep ramping up the numbers. Let's get them up there. See how high we can get it. I know it's like I said, we've been Facebook bantering back and forth, trying to hype up the match and get it going. I did a little bit with Jordan, now doing a little more, obviously I'm a little more comfortable with Willy. So we'll hopefully keep it going and getting everybody involved. Hopefully, I noticed this weekend there was 100 streams going on all over the place. So everybody had to divert their attention in 16 different ways. But hopefully we're the only thing going, and we can really get the viewers up there.
Well, Mike, it's going to be a pleasure and a great time watching that match on the stream. And thank you again for coming on, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
My name's Willy Walker, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series. All-season sports bar, Tacoma, Washington, Western Washington Dart Leagues.
Well, Willy, Mr. 3-time, welcome back to the stream. We are excited to have you back. Last time we saw you, you got to play against a good friend and your sponsor, Mark Rowe. How's that playing with him?
It was good. I mean, we play each other all the time, so, we knew what to expect, but, I mean, he was shooting great. It was, we were both shooting really well going into the break, and then that kind of, I think, killed a little momentum for us. We didn't quite get the same standard after that, but, it was a lot of fun, and it was intense. It was kind of like, okay, well, we're friends, but right now, we're both trying to win, and, but it was all good, and the atmosphere was fun, and it was a good match.
That's awesome. And I mean, seeing, playing against your friend in the same bar has to be a little different compared to what you're going to be going against on the stream this evening, playing remotely. How's that feel playing with someone next to you and playing across the internet?
It definitely takes some getting used to. You have to kind of find your own ways to get fired up sometimes when you're playing remotely. You can't cue off of reactions or visual or something like that, or somebody getting fired up over a good shot. You kind of have to manufacture your own sometimes. So it's definitely different. I like both. I've grown to like playing online just from getting used to it and playing it enough, but there's definitely something to in person, being able to see and feel your opponent a little more.
Oh, 110%. And now looking at where you're at in the bracket, right? You had a 9-3 win against Jeremiah Berger. And now you're at the point where each win adds more money. You're at $450 if you go home this evening. But if you take it all the way, you're still at that $4,000. How's it feel knowing that each win adds hundreds of dollars to your pocket?
It's nice. It's awesome. Like, I mean, you just, again, like I think I've said before, you try not to think about it, but it's definitely nice. I mean, you always want some kind of incentive when you're playing a big match, and knowing that each match you play now is basically a $200 or $300 match. That's a big match. So you just try to prepare and go out there and and give it your best and see what happens.
Well, speaking of seeing what happens, you have a tough opponent ahead of you, Mike Maloney, and as he calls you, Wally Walters is what I saw on Facebook. If you're not reading the Facebook banter now for anybody watching the stream, you were missing out. What's your experience with Maloney?
I mean, well, I think he's just the worst player in this whole tournament, and I can't believe he's made it this far. I'm glad I get him now. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good friend of mine, and we go back and forth. And you know, he got me last year in the CSC in the third place match to go back to the final, and then he ended up winning the whole thing. So I definitely am looking forward to it, and I'm hoping I get some payback, and you know, we'll see what happens. I think we both threw about around a 5-0 last week, so we've kind of both improved each week, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I know for a fact when I was talking with Maloney earlier, he was saying that he was really proud of the fact that his stream was so far the most viewed stream of this tournament so far. And now he says, playing you, there is no reason there shouldn't be 500 plus people watching.
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially we've tried to kind of promote it on Facebook between the two of us, just good-natured trash talk. So I'm hoping we set some records and get this thing up there. It should be a good match and definitely a fun time.
Well, speaking of playing on the stream, now this is your third time in this tournament, and you've been on countless of other streams. You're a decorated player. What does it feel like playing on the stream compared to not playing on the stream? Does it add pressure to your shoulders? Does it almost give you confidence? What does it feel like?
It doesn't add pressure, but I mean, I love it. Like I want that, you know, just kind of that extra little push of knowing that people are watching and kind of wanting to put on a show and perform and be at your best, so that, you know, people see that. That's me. And that, you know, and I've talked to people, is like my buddy Mark that I played last week. He doesn't really like being on the stream, and I've, you know, had lots of conversations with him as we're driving the league about, you have to learn to embrace it, and you have to learn to want that, because when you're playing on stream, that usually means you're playing for something big. So you know, that's what your goal should be, is to get comfortable doing that and want to be on that, because that means you're doing something well.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, Willy Walker, not Wally Walters. I almost messed up right there. It's stuck in my head since I saw that post. We wish you the best of luck in your match. Is there anything you want to say to anybody that's going to be watching along?
No, I guess if you're watching this, it's you know, after game 7, so I'm probably up 6-1. Mike's probably demoralized, and but go ahead and share the stream so you can watch me finish out the win, and we'll go from there.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck, Willy, and shoot well.
Well, back and better than ever. Here we go with another leg here after Mike Maloney is 6-1 up on Willy Walker. I didn't see this match starting off like this for sure, but I tell you what, Mike's really put in quite the performance to get this score line already. What do you think?
I'm telling you, man, it's almost like Mike had us do all this work on like averages and what was going to happen and all that good stuff, and then he's just like, watch this. I'm just going to mess with them completely and average almost a 6, which he kind of has done. He's definitely averaging a mid-5 right now for the match, and that's just that one leg of 3-9 that he threw in leg 6. But other than that, man, again, let's rattle these off. A 5.63, a 6.53, a 6.0, a 5.86, a 5.68, and a 5.56. So just that one leg there has made it kind of a 5.5 average, but otherwise he'd be averaging really close to a 6 for this entire match.
It's crazy to think about that average when, you know, our highest average so far for the tournament, or person with the average, is going to be Kenny Doyle. Would you say 5.22?
Yeah, that's his overall average. I think he's had a match in the 5.5s, but yeah, I mean, this is a higher level than anything we've seen before.
We've had some great matches here in this CSC Challenger Series, but man, this is one for the books here. I just didn't see Mike coming out with this dominant performance.
Now, that being said, this is definitely not over, and I said this early on. The averages that Mike's throwing is not out of touch for Willy. Willy's just got to do it. He's got to raise this whole new level, and he's got to start taking control early in legs in hopes that kind of knocks down Mike a little bit. But yeah, Terry says, let's see if we can hit that 500 mark back. And I agree. Let's get this back up there, guys. It's a nice 6 mark there for Willy. Unable to close the 19s. That might come back to bite him a little bit. The people that are right now had the prediction that Mike Maloney 9-1 is really rooting for Mike these next few legs. But I don't know how many people would have had that, even on Mike's own post.
Look at this, though, from Willy. He's putting in a big 7 there. That was for sure. He closes those 2 extra houses and makes it a 3-house to none lead.
Yep, and I will say if there's been one weakness from Mike, it has been when he gets down in a leg like this. The only other time that it's happened, he ended up with a 3.9 as his overall average for that leg. So Willy also gets the player advantage for the next at least 3 legs. So if he wins those 3 legs going first in a row, this is a match all of a sudden.
Certainly can turn into Willy's favor here if he just rattles off a leg or produces some good numbers in that next start. Never know what can happen if Mike kind of has a couple mishaps. Looks like there may have been one.
Yep, as Willy's going to look down at the 16s, I believe, on this last start. Just gets a single, but a great 7 mark again for Willy Walker. He is doing exactly what he needs to do right after this break to let Mike know that this isn't over. Let's see what Mike can do here. Only a 7 mark. Only a 7 mark for Mike Maloney in that leg, or in that round, which is, again, it's almost like we are saying that as a joke, but it's almost not a joke. He has been just so on fire. A 5.17 would be his second lowest leg total in this match.
That's just crazy to think of right there, you know?
I mean, I don't even know how you really measure this. As he gets another 7 mark, he's got to have 20 at least 27 marks so far in this match.
Well, he's certainly going to make this interesting. Look at this, playing on the 16s and 15s could make it interesting here if Willy misses. He's not going to, though. Big hit there.
Yeah, he needed that for sure.
Christopher Ekman saying Willy is never out.
No, I agree with that. Willy definitely has the game to bring himself back into this thing, and especially with this player advantage. You are absolutely right, Chris. That being said, he's still got to do it, and we have only seen him be able to do it in 1 leg so far. It's hard to trust that. Oh, he paused on that last start. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
He almost like moved with his eyes instead of with his entire body there. And Mike is just going to put in more damage right now. Another 5 mark. This is crazy, man. Like it's almost like we're not talking a whole lot like compared to usual. I guess I am because I always do, but it's almost, you're almost speechless watching how great Mike Maloney is throwing so far as Willy throws in a 7 mark just to regain control a little bit.
Yeah, he makes it 120 plus lead, but it's not going to last long.
And Mike stays on the devil's number there, 666. It's never a good omen.
That's not a good omen at all. I don't like superstitions, and I'd rather pass on that number.
Well, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious, and 666 is a weird one to have. I had to throw in one Office reference. I'm sorry. I needed to do it. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I just knew it was coming. Oh my goodness.
I
think I tuned in.
Thank you.
I think I tuned in Monday night, and I happened to hear you chatting about The Office.
Her horn can pierce the sky. Yeah. Gotta love it.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this from Mike, though.
Yep.
I mean, he's not out of this. He's going on the 16s and 15s, and he has been for a few rounds here.
Still not out of it, man. I'm telling you, it's insane. But now he might be. And there it goes, a 4.89 for Willy to a 4.83 from Mike. So Mike fell off the whole wagon there. Obviously, I'm
Full
kidding, but
wagon with a 4.83. Jesus.
I
He-
can't. Can we repeat this enough? He's averaging a 4.66 for the entire tournament, and the 4.83 is his second lowest average so far of this match, and it's not even close to his other averages.
The last time we saw Mike up, it was Jordan Meyer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and he shot a 4.97 in that match.
Yep.
He had a couple legs where he fell off, but I mean he's putting in a point better here. I mean at least a half point to a point better mark per round here.
No, absolutely. And just to show you the reverse side of that, Willy played Jeremiah Berger in the last match, and he shot a 5.06 for his average for that match. So, I mean, both these guys are more than capable of throwing in huge numbers. Just Willy's just struggling just a touch compared to Mike, who is just struggles not in his vocabulary tonight. And as soon as I say that, only a single mark there for Mike. And he takes off his hat. He's so angry at one single mark. And we're already back up to 458 people
Well, remember,
watching.
if we get up to that 650 mark, we'll give away a USA Darts jersey. This is a little add-on bonus prize from these guys' dart giveaway. So let's get those numbers back up. Give us a share if you have not.
Absolutely.
Like and follow the page as well.
Ryan says it's 7-2. Score is wrong at top. I will disagree with you, sir. The score is correct at the top. The match on the screen there includes the 3 dart count up Diddle at the very beginning of the match. So that's why that looks like it's 7-2. Mike, it is really 6-2. Mike, without that 3 dart.
Also, somebody asking about the why does Willy start every game? He's actually in that player advantage side of things right now, where if he's 3 games down, he gets the start automatically. Yep. So if he can rattle off this leg, he'll get it one more time. And then if he can rattle off that one, he won't get it. It'll be Mike's start. So that's kind of why that happens.
And we have a Skymate Boy on Twitch who is, I think, one of my students saying, "Hey, Mr. Green, what's up, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in with us. I miss you guys. I got to be honest with you. I haven't seen my kids in a week and a half at school. Had an emergency situation of some kind last Monday and haven't been back since. So miss you guys. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm hearing nothing but great things from everyone else. So keep up the good work."
Just a kid, no big deal.
Yeah, just a new child.
Just a new child.
Yeah.
Oh wow, life of a dad is great, isn't it?
I love it, man. And yeah, and our oldest daughter is doing a fantastic job playing the role of big sister, and it's so cool to see that.
That makes it so worth it. So worth it.
Yep. Willy.
Back at the game here. Yeah, Willy trying to make it interesting.
Yeah, he's taking control here. Mike's lowered his average a lot here in this last 2 legs. It just gives Willy a bit of an advantage and maybe even a bit of hope, if that makes sense. Now, obviously, he's a great player. There's hope every time. But, you know what's sad? Hey, Ash, hopefully you're doing well. I knew that's hilarious. But yeah, so the average here might actually be telling Willy that maybe Mike's coming back to planet Earth a little bit, because he definitely was not the first 7 legs.
Well, I'll definitely tell you that Mike's the one that probably didn't want to see that break happen when it did, because he was on a roll there and he could have certainly put that away if it would have just been kept, if there was no break at all and just kept going. The momentum was in his favor. So yeah, he said
Cade.
It's Ash, it's Cade, and now he's gonna be going and telling Ash.
All right, Cade, you were number 2 on my list, bud, but I appreciate you tuning with me. Miss you guys a lot. Hopefully everything's going well. Cade's one of my favorite kids, and I'm not just saying that because he's right here. He is one of my favorite kids. It's probably because he's right there.
It's nice. It's nice to have those kiddos tune in and support you as well. So good stuff.
Mike's climbed himself right back into this leg. This would be a really, really, really unfortunate leg for Willy to lose here. A 7 mark there. does the job right now. You love to see it. All right, Mike. Is he going to throw back in? Not a 7 mark, but he gets a 5 out of it. Makes Willy think about, we're back up over 500 live viewers. There you go. Boom. Although it doesn't show it on mine.
Yeah, we're definitely there. Just updated.
Yep. 504 again, guys. How about this, Will? How about you throw in that free jersey at 600 people?
Dealio.
All right, there you go, guys. Share this bad boy. Let's go.
Dealio. V1 or V3 will get you a USA Darts jersey in your size shipped to you.
Oh my gosh, Willy Walker, big round there. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. That was exciting darts for me. It was my first 6 mark I've ever seen. Sorry about that.
How about that? Plowing in a couple 15s, strip 15s there, but Willy Walker with almost 100-point lead.
Yep, and Willy just closes it right down. Went at the bowl, missed it. Not happy about it, but that's okay, Willy. You got plenty of time here, bud. I was actually... Were you watching the PDC event today at all? Did you catch any of that?
I didn't catch any of it today. I was a little bit busy, but I did catch the Fallon match, of course. Watched Matt a little bit. What a ride for Fallon here.
How insane. Well, my point for bringing that up is Gerwin Price, after his match, talked about having to play Johnny Clayton. He said last time he played Johnny, he was up 7-2 or 7-3 going into the break, or 8, and he went off stage and kicked himself because he thought it should be 8-2. And it allowed Johnny, like that negative energy allowed Johnny to get back into this. And right now, Willy, it's 6-3, and this is not over yet. He needs to start winning a couple in a row. And this is his last time at the player advantage. Once Nick updates that scoreboard, it will be 6-3. There you go, with the cool little sound that it makes. Wayne Shawley, appreciate you, buddy, sharing it to 3 different pages. Dustin Holt in there. Love it.
Great shot out of the Oklahoma area. Also, Steve Hilger tuning in from Wisconsin, a.k.a. Porky. Everybody knows Porky.
A lot of great players tuning in with us. You love it.
Well, that's what great players will produce, great audiences. So,
and that was definitely true this weekend for me, bud. Mike Maloney got in there on Indiana State with us for a little bit. Tito Martinez, shout out, buddy. I don't know how he's doing in his match right now, but he was with us basically the whole day Saturday. It was real. I was really impressed to see all the players supporting me to the point streaming from the CSC Challenger Series. It's always nice to see.
Yeah, it just shows you that everybody, once they kind of support you just a little bit, they're gonna keep going and watch whatever you got out there, and they want to know that they're darts players and darts fans. They want to know what's out there, steel tip, soft tip. They want to watch it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan, what's the score of the Cody Tito match? Just so you guys know, the reason why we are not streaming that match is because both of them are not at streaming locations, so we would have been unable to do so.
Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things. Every once in a while, we do have that predicament where, we just can't stream a certain match because of the streaming capabilities. But that's why we try to give you at least a match with at least 1 feed, if not 2. That's why we're giving you the feed from all seasons here in Tacoma, Washington, where Mike Maloney is actually at the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois.
That 9 mark from Mike Maloney just to take control of this leg. Boom goes the dynamite, as Benny the Jet Dersh is in the chat saying that player advantage is like a crappy handicap.
It can certainly feel that way, especially if you're a good player. It can definitely feel that, or a break thrown in the wrench can feel that way too, because I think that little break there, Mike was hot. Mike was real hot, and then he's just kind of sizzled just a hair. I mean, it's hard to say he's sizzled when he's throwing a 5.6 right now in this match, and just
Yeah, he's upped it back up there. That's for sure. But again, guys, we can't point this out enough. A 5.5 for Mike Maloney right now is his third worst average that he has thrown so far tonight in a leg. So, I mean, you can just see how insane that has been. As we are just 50 people away from that jersey giveaway. So there
That's
you go,
awesome.
man.
That's awesome. Keep
I
her
think
going. Keep her
I
going.
think it's happening. Make sure we're still sharing this thing out. Let's get it up there.
Maloney puts in a 9 mark again. This is
That's
oh
insane.
man, 7 9 marks are just out the wazoo tonight.
Look at this. And Willy throws in a 9 mark back-to-back there against Maloney. Boom goes the dynamite.
Well, his 9 mark on the 20s definitely outweighs the 9 mark on the 16s. So a 112-point lead for Willy Walker.
Yep, as he throws in a 6 mark there, that's not enough, but it does make Willy shoot at points first. Or do you try the 16s?
I think you got to go 2 and then down.
Well, he stayed there for all 3 after that second one. He's not happy either.
Yeah, exactly. After that second miss, yeah, stay there.
Yeah, it's always a good move when you hit it. It's always a bad move when you miss it.
I think at some point you got to take the attempt because, well, this might be the chance for him. He's going to take the opportunity now while he can because I didn't see Mike missing much there, but he gave him just 3 fat ones.
There's a trip 20 on the first start. Oh, he looked at it and did not hit it. Goes back for a trip 20 on the third.
Trying to guarantee another leg here. Make this 6-4.
Let's see what Mike does. Does Mike always do that little walk when he throws, or does that just happen kind of later on in matches as he gets a little tired?
I've kind of seen him. I started seeing him right after the break. I started checking that out. Seeing that little slight movement forward. I know that
there's a double.
He does lift that back leg a lot, but I haven't seen him really walk forward other than that last dart. I did see him do it on that first dart. See, like right there.
Yeah, the second dart he did not.
Forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I that's a little bit of his H word that he's trying to get out of that throw again. He's done a fantastic job, by the way, of getting it back. But as you can see there, Willy is taking control of this leg, too. It might be 6-4 before long, guys.
Yeah. I think Mike's always had a little movement to his throw. That's certainly been the case for, I believe, most of his career, maybe, if not a significant, past 5 years.
Yep.
But when it works, it works. As you've seen, that first part of that match, just really rattling off some great legs.
Yeah, we'll see if Nick can refresh the player cam a little bit, because it's lagging just a touch behind that scoreboard. So we're kind of seeing the score happen right before the player throws that dart. But you're absolutely right. And 6-4, man, it is now anyone's match here. And of course, I've done the thing where I forgot to write down the averages for the last 2 legs because I'm a bad person.
Hey, I certainly feel you on that one. I missed the last one, but hey, I got a 4.5 for Willy Walker on the previous leg.
Appreciate that. That one had to be close to that too. Mike gets the start again. It is 6-4 against Willy Walker. And Willy hammers the 19s. A 9 mark. B goes the D. Right there, bud. There you go. 5.08 to a 5.05 from that last leg.
Kansas and Indiana all the way down to Florida. So just so many connections. One little mishap can, boom, ruin things. So here we go. We're back at it. We did drop a good amount of viewers, unfortunately. Let's climb it back up.
Yep, let's look at these averages, man. A 6.67, now a 6.75 and a 6.0. Man, and this is the first time we've seen Willy really have to hammer 19s, and he is hammering them fantastically.
Dennis Sandin say, hey, guys, nice job on Monday night. Yeah, again, kudos, Sean and Brandon Neal on Monday night. Great job, guys.
I appreciate you saying that, Mr. Sandin. Nice match, buddy. Great victory. That was a huge craziness on the last leg. But you pulled it out strong. Nicely done, sir.
Well, how about this? We're seeing a nice little point battle here.
This is the Willy Walker that we were waiting to see, right? The 6.8 Willy that can do this pretty often, as Mike throws in a 7 mark as well. 5.67, but Willy right now in control with all those 19s he's hitting. 19s are like magnets tonight.
Gonna try to take out these 18s here. He does.
That'll work. Yeah, Brandon Neal was definitely the best part of Monday night stream for sure. Him and Nick. It was not me.
Every once in a while, you got to jump on the back of others and ride it out on the newbie. And hey, I tell you what, he did a fantastic job. Good on you, Brandon.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. And look at
19s
this from
down
Willy
to 17.
Walker.
Wow.
I don't even know where that last start went, but I liked it.
Dang, we crawled right back up, almost 600.
Yep, absolutely. We are close there, guys. Make sure to share this bad boy. Get us up over 600. Will wants to give away a jersey. Brandon says beginner's luck. Yeah, whatever. We know better than that.
Joe asking who's winning. Just got here. It's a 6-4 lead for Mike Maloney. It was 6-1, Mike, as we went into the break. So 3 on the trot here for Willy Walker, having that player advantage in his favor. Mike starting this leg, and Willy's doing a number on this one so far.
Yeah, the stream should not be frozen anymore. Definitely should not be. As Willy just closes out the 16s there. Yeah, I love how Vanessa was right on. She goes, just look at the top, Gio.
Yeah, we got almost 450 on Facebook. We're crawling at 575 on all platforms with Twitch and YouTube as well. So we're gonna
25
count them all.
away. 25 away from that beautiful number of giving away some Magic Wear USA Dart apparel, right?
Yep. It'll be a USA Darts jersey. V1, V3. We'll get it out to you. Your size. Good stuff. Here we go. Willy Walker double for the single and the win.
It's 6-5, guys.
And look
He
at
throws
that.
a 6-0.
His best round of this evening in the 11th leg.
And Mike was throwing mid-5s there that entire leg. This is oh boy. We're getting into it now, guys. 6-5. What a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Mike steps up, trip 21st start. He needs, let's get a 7 mark out of there. There it is. 7 mark from Mike Maloney to start off this leg. You got to love it.
Great start as he's going to rattle off a leg here. It's been 4 legs or plus since he's had a leg on the board.
Yeah, and we are at 600, Will.
There it
Got
is.
there, buddy. Oh
There
my
it is.
goodness.
Well, make sure to flood a comment or get a comment in here if you have not to be entered into the giveaway, and we will run it
Oh, it
later
looks
on.
like the dynamite went boom there with a 9 mark from Mike Maloney. I'm just trying different ways of saying it because I don't want to keep saying the exact same thing. Will gets a 7 mark right back. Willy looking good. I just called him Will because I was talking to you, I think. Oh, boy. Look at all these comments firing in.
Yeah, got a comment to be entered into the giveaway. You got to do it. So let us know. And if you haven't, hey, make sure to give a like and a follow here on the PPD pages.
Yeah, and then head on over to USA Darts and make sure you're following them, liking their stuff. That's where this giveaway is coming from. You love it.
This big trip
Mike Maloney taking control in this leg early. 6.5 to a 5.33 right now. Willy with 15s to point, though. He does get the 17s and tried to go over to the 16s. Just wires it into the trip 8. All right, here we go. Mike Maloney pointing away. Tried to go at the 15s on the last start. Does not quite get it, but, man, up in the game again here. Look at this from Willy Walker. Oh, he tried it. He has thrown 2 darts to try and dagger it out and has not done so, but, yeah, Tommy Stevens says Willy Walker is warmed up now, and you're absolutely right. Big darts there.
5.67, 5.80, neck and neck here in this leg. Willy, let's say, needs them bulls here.
Tried to go for the close on the last start. Did you like that move?
No, I kind of like he wish he would have stayed there on the bulls and just pointed, try to get some points. He's got a point.
He does not have winning darts right now because he went for that 16. And he tried it again there. I think he's just ready to move on to the next leg now.
Yeah, I think that may be the case.
Yep, 7-5. Mike Maloney finally stops the rout here. Willy had won 4 on the trot up until that moment. So 7-5 Maloney.
I just want to say something that Mike Maloney and Willy Walker both said if we get 500, we'll give away a set of darts. Well, we have not only got over 500 together, but just on Facebook alone.
That is awesome. We're at 502. You're exactly right. We're at 620 right now across all the platforms. This is insane. Insanity is happening here at the CSC Challenger Series in this race to 9. All cricket format, guys. And since there are a lot of you here, I might as well tell you how you can get involved in this. Do you want to know how to become eligible to play in PPD Nationals in January, TOC in October 2022, and the CSC Challenger Series? Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any locations with G3 boards within the PPD system. We are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact us on our website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Mr. Brandon Neal pointed out on Monday that he only plays 1 league and then he plays all the extra stuff on the weekends and stuff. But consistently playing 1 league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. And if you want to be eligible for the CSC Challenger Series that you're watching right here, there's a lot of great dart players in this chat right now. I'm telling you, you have to be within the top 500 players points-wise on the All-Star rank list lockdown date, which is January 11, 2022. However, January 9th is the last day to play matches to get into the point totals for that January 11th lockdown date. Keep in mind the way to get points. For every league match played, DRT played, or All-Star triples get you 50 points, which is this weekend. On that January 11th lockdown date, we will take the top 500 players on the rank list, sort that list of players by player rating. The top 32 players will be invited to Division 1, and the next highest 32 rated players will be invited to Division 2. That's right. We are switching Division 2 to 32 players in hopes for more streaming opportunities and also give 16 more spots for players to fill, therefore rewarding more players for their PPD remote play. There you go, guys. Get involved today. dartstoc.com. There is still time. And as I was talking, it looks like Mike Maloney is doing some damage again.
Yeah, he's got the 7-5 lead. Just 2 legs away here from putting this away. Willy Walker certainly made a fight out of this.
Yeah, I mean, when you're down 6-1, man, and you come back to make it 6-5, that is a heck of a comeback. Uh-oh, burp. There's that burp we've been talking about as he misses the double 16. but he'll take those because he hits them more often than not. Willy just struggling to find the triple, gets on the last start there. Ray says, this is ruining my pool game. Oh, there you go.
It's certainly amazing how it can happen, where you see Maloney with the significant point lead here.
Yeah, and he's throwing a 5 in this leg. He has just been consistently really above a 5 for the majority of this match. And it's been kind of insane to see that. He's had 4 legs total below a 5. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
sick. And there's a 5 right there to keep that 5 average. Cade, it was good seeing you, buddy. It's a little late. It's okay if you go to bed, bud. As Willy gets a 5 mark himself right there. I think Willy, when he brought it to 6-5, do you think he started thinking a little bit too much ahead, like he has done what he needed to do to get back in this thing, and he wasn't really expecting the second the hits here from Mike?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Willy Walker put in a good few legs there, and maybe he just, had that one leg a hiccup, and, Mike produced. I mean, Mike's still throwing a 4.8 right now.
Right.
It's right in line with what he's been throwing all night, and, I mean, that's better than his average for the tournament right now in the 12th, 13th leg.
There's a 4.73 from Mike, as he now takes an 8-5 lead here over Willy Walker. This is going to be a battle here at the end. We'll see how this turns out. And I'm in here in my head thinking, did I say Mike Maloney 9-4 or did I say 9-5? I just want to know who I have to root for right this second.
I love how we can feel that way.
Yeah, for sure. But that being said, I want this thing to go the distance, so I'm rooting for Willy no matter what I said. Yeah, one buddy Love says, funny how bad a 388 looks here versus when I shot that in my local league. Yep.
The truth. The truth.
They are on a whole different level than most dart players, that's for sure. And a 388's nothing to sniff at.
Certainly is not.
I've never shot that in a league average. Just for the record. I'll put it out there. Throw out my suck. I've never done that before. But that's okay. I'll cry about it later. Thanks for bringing it up. All right, let's see what Mike can do here on the 19s. They've been doing a lot of damage on these 19s all night long. Whoever seems to have them has been taking advantage of it. See if Willy goes to close. He did on that first start, and that miss is huge. Even if he gets a single there, it might have him stay, but he does end up making the most of it with the 6 mark on the 20s and 18s. So Mike is going to try and fill it up in the 19s, at least get 6 of them, maybe 4. Only 2. So there's a little slippage from Mike Maloney. We have not said that very often tonight.
No, we have not.
And Willy, I like that move there that he did. He went back up to points. He didn't hit that triple on the first start, and he's like, all right, point. Mike Frank says, I can't even get that 388 GPA, let alone a 388 dart average. You guys are trying to crack me up in the chat.
A lot of people tuning in for this one. It's been amazing.
Oh, it's been awesome, guys. The support has been phenomenal. Make sure to head on over to Partners Promoting Darts page or their YouTube channel or their Twitch page, wherever you're tuning in from, and subscribe. Hit that follow button. Hit that like button. We are here every Monday and Wednesday doing the CSC Challenger Series. And once this one's over with, guess what? We'll be right back at the end of February. So you won't want to not hit that button because we'll be here. As big 9 mark there for Willy Walker. Boom goes to Dynamite. It's been a while since I've done that.
Well, you said, we have that next Challenger Series going down in February. Well, how about we're bumping up the numbers 32 and 32? So 2 full brackets, Division 1 and Division 2. Gonna be a fun one. I'm ready for this one, but this one isn't even over yet. I'm ready for the next one.
It's definitely not over with yet. Speaking of the next one on Monday, we're gonna have a Spartan-like showdown, man. Kenny Doyle versus Kevin Schmitz.
King seat match.
Woo! That is going to be an absolutely frightening rounds of cricket there. Those averages are going to be insane. Kind of like they've been tonight. Kenny's averaging a 5.22 for this tournament. As Willy takes out that one, so it's not over till it's over. 8-6.
5-3-2. Wow.
And that one definitely the worst leg for Mike Maloney, a 3-1-4 by the end of that.
How great is this? You got the kiddo in your chat. Is it Chad?
Cade.
Cade. Okay, Cade. Sorry, Cade. When you all get a chance, you should go watch the YouTube channel Indie Darts. They stream once a week, I think Tuesday. And one of the commentators is here. It's Sean Green.
That's me.
Yeah,
man.
Check it out.
Cade doing all the work for me, bud. I appreciate that. That's awesome. And then, of course, head on over to that USA Darts page because you've been posting some great matches the past couple of days, just coming back from Seacoast. You get a lot of those awesome big tournaments, man. As a 180 there for Willy Walker, or 120 on the scoreboard. 9 mark. Boom goes the Dynamite.
Yeah, Jin's been killing those thumbnails. We had Jeff Smith, Danny Baggish, 2 PDC pros on the stream. That was something you don't see often, especially outside the PDC realm. So that was fantastic stuff. But
they're playing cricket there too, aren't they?
Yeah, a little cricket matchup. So something you don't see often between some pros. But look at this one, 8-6 here. Mike Maloney over Willy Walker, just needing the one here to put this away. And Willy Walker knows it as he put in that big 9 mark on the 20s.
Joe, I appreciate all those nice words, man. That means a lot. It says we do a good job promoting this. So there you go. That is hands down Nick Teixeira, partners promoting darts, promoting this one, the CSC Challenger Series. We're just kind of along for the ride here, and it's a ride that we love to be on.
Yeah, and he's also asking who it is. So Sean Green is the guy over in Indiana from Indie Darts, and I'm William Stewart from USA Darts. So
there you go. To the Point Streaming is my company, USA Darts for Will. You gotta love it.
My bad.
That's all good. We love our indie people. Look at Willy Walker throwing another 9 mark. B goes the D, everybody.
Oh, man. Great stuff.
Only a 2 mark there for Mike. So Willy on the verge of making this 8-7 if he keeps this going. And what a heck of a comeback and a fight this has been for Willy Walker. This tells you a lot about him as a dart player, no matter what ends up happening at the end of this.
Yeah, and he's never out of it. And we told you folks going into the break, you definitely would come back and watch this because we had a feeling Willy Walker was going to make a comeback, and he certainly has made this interesting.
Yep, and he's throwing a 6.2 in this leg. With his back in the wall, he is throwing his best right now. 2 bowls away from 8-7. And if he makes it 8-8, God knows what's going to happen. We certainly don't.
Wow, 5.82 is... These match averages are just going to be nuts.
I'm actually a little bit upset because Mike's is going to be skewed because in his losing legs, he's throwing a 3.14 and a 3.0 in a couple of them. That's going to kill that average a little bit, but... in his winning legs, I'm telling you, he's averaging almost a 6. It's been insane.
Yeah, it'll still work. It'll still be a good number nonetheless. I think these two guys have really brought it. And for Willy to start off the way he did, I mean, I can't. It's hard to even say that because Mike just put up a performance that was, I mean, wow, with the best of them, you know?
Yep. I mean, he started out so on fire, it was ridiculous. And only a 3 mark there to start off this one. So this is where you go 19s, right?
Yeah, you certainly have to point it up.
You got to stay there on the last one. Yeah, he's not going to be happy about that one. It looked like Mike threw the door open for Willy a little bit, and Willy did not walk through it all the way. And now Mike with the chance here to take control early in this leg. As he moved over to the 18s on the last 2 darts, and this is weird.
Yeah, especially with the just 1 point advantage. I definitely didn't see that coming, but let's see if it hurts him.
It did. Willy throws in a 7 mark right back at him. But Mike now with 2 marks on 18s. I guess he has a chance to point that one now.
Vanessa sound, wow. I've been watching for 90 minutes. Didn't realize it's 10 p.m. Well, guess what? That is the thing about this CSC Challenger Series. These great matchups will get you hooked in. And, I mean, look, we're in the 16th leg, and it's only been an hour and a half.
Yeah, time definitely flies when you're having fun here at the CSC Challenger Series. It is actually 11 o'clock my time, so could be worse, Vanessa.
I feel bad for Sean every Monday and Wednesday when we do this, because usually when he gets done, he's rolling, and we get done chatting afterwards. He gets rolling into bed about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, then I actually have to calm down after the CSC Challenger Series, so it takes another probably hour or so for me to do that. But
look at Willy stepping back here. He's not happy.
It counted a 16 for him, so that dart whipped over into the 16. As he was trying to shoot the 19s there, he calms down and hits a nice 4 mark on the 19s afterwards. 5.75 in this leg. I'm telling you, he is throwing absolute fire here in this moment.
We could see a
look at this
tie-break match here.
Look at that, a 9 mark for Mike Maloney.
And right as I say it, Mike does that. Wow.
Dynamite's going boom again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, only a 2 mark for Willy Walker, so he stumbles a little bit. Mike with a huge chance to take control right now. Let's see what he fires at. I'm really looking forward to this. 444 is not going to get it done. Trip 18 might. Does he go down the 19s on the last start? He does not. Stays there on the 18s, so still keeps Willy in this thing. Willy 1 big round away from regaining that control. Yeah, Andrew, he throws his signature Spartan darts. Those are his signature series darts.
20-gram Spartan Willy Walkers.
As obviously Mike Maloney throwing his smash barrels from Next Gen Darts. Those are pretty much brand new.
Yeah, they're pretty new, and Mike's a very popular player. I know that his lines in the past have went very quickly, and this is not any different.
No, it's
fly
not.
Off the shelf. Fly off the shelf.
It is hard to get a set of his darts, although they will be giving away a set tonight. Set of both, Willy's and Mike's.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
You absolutely love it. And they're definitely going to give away both sets because a 9-7 or a 9-8 scoreline, either way, was probably the most commented type of scoreline here.
Wow, big darts there for Maloney. He's up. I can't tell if he's upset or if he's kind of screaming with joy there, but it almost seemed like he was upset only getting the 9 instead of the 7.
I'm honestly,
sorry, the opposite way, only getting the 7 instead of 9.
That's all right.
Verbal vomit.
No, now he has a chance on the 17s here. Is he going to go 18s first? He should. He tried. Oh, now he's going to stay there, I think. Yep. Uh-oh. A little slippage, and he knows it too. You can tell these guys are on the edge of the line right now. Any good round is not good enough, and any great round is they're just waiting for something bad to happen. As look at this from Willy Walker, a 7 mark at the right time, regains control. And this is going to be all about timing right now.
I think Mike's taking just an extra second to set up. It almost seems like he's just taking that split second.
Oh, no. Mike only gets another 2 mark. Back-to-back 2 marks for Mike. Averaging a 420 in this legs. As Willy goes back and gets the 17 there.
Yeah, let's see what Mike can do here. Looking at the 15s. Trying to open up a house. He does just 3 singles, though. 3 fat ones is certainly not going to help Mike, as Willy Walker's going to step up here and hit 3 for himself. There's the second. There's the thirds. Doesn't matter if it's 3 fat ones or not. Big hit there from Willy Walker.
Look at Brandon Neal. Let's go, baby, decider. Let's hope that they fix the scoreboard for the board for the decider in the last leg.
Uh-oh, did we have a little hiccup last time up?
One that we are not going to discuss.
All righty, here we go. Let's see if Walker can 1, 2, 3 this bull. Oh no.
By the way, the winner of this match gets Kyle Liddicky next week. Talk about another great battle no matter what.
That's another great match.
Everybody's excited because this thing's going to the deciding leg. If Willy Walker hits one more bull here, and he does, deciding leg. It is 8-8. Don't call it a comeback. It was 6-1, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, no matter how this turns out, Willy Walker's got to be extremely proud with how he's played in this match to come back from 6-1 down. What seemed like just a down and out moment for Willy Walker has crawled back into this one. Wow.
Well, guys, that'll do it for us here at the CSC Challenger Series. I'm just kidding. I just didn't want to freak people out as we went to the last leg here. All right, we're going to go to this count-up score, this all-important count-up. 3 darts.
You're going to see an extra moment here of these guys just taking a deep breath to kind of relax before they throw. Definitely Mike's taking a little bit more time than he has all night.
Yep, definitely. When it was 6-1, I do not think Mike Maloney was thinking this was going to go to a deciding leg.
Big trip 20. Oh, last dart, 111. That's tough. That's tough.
See what he does here. Ooh. Uh-oh. He can't do it. Mike Maloney will get the start in the last leg. And we're going to cross our fingers here for a second. Everyone just be quiet. Let's make sure that this works out. But we do have a situation. If it does work, it'll be fine. No matter what, we have an answer to this question. There we go. Look at that. Start off perfectly. Woo! Last leg decider, Will. What do you got?
Oh, it's hard to... This is so hard. Look at Mike saying, give him the thumbs up. He's not starting before anything else. Willy's not even paying attention.
Yep, stretched out his arm there. Yeah, Willy is all focus right now. I don't even knows that he's in a bar right this second.
I think that Diddle decided everything right there, I believe. But we'll see. We'll see.
I'm telling you right now, Willy, this is how this match has gone. Mike was up 6-1. Willy won 4 on the spin. Then Mike got it to 8-5, and now Willy's won again 3 on the spin. If he wins this one, he will have 2 groupings in a row of 4 out on the spin, and he only gets a 2 mark there to start off with.
That is so surprising. Look at Willy Walker stomping back with 2 big trip 20s.
Takes advantage of it and throws a little yeah, buddy in there.
He knows that's going to hurt Mike Maloney.
Mike's starting to step hard here. Do you see that?
Yeah, he's really leaning in on this.
There are nearly 700 people watching this final game. That is insane, guys. The support is phenomenal for these two players as Willy Walker taking control now of this leg.
What a comeback we've seen from Willy Walker, and he's looking to make this his match here as he crawled all the way back from 6-1 down to make this 8-8. Mike got the diddle in the last leg, but
Mike finally gets a triple there. That's his first triple in 9 darts.
wow. Anything can happen here. Anything can happen still, but
Uh-oh, only a 1 mark for Willy.
and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Anything can happen. So this is still early to predict this. To predict how this. It seems so hard to say after. I mean, 16 legs, and we're saying it's still too early to call this leg.
I mean, it's, guys, $450 goes to the loser, $600 at least guaranteed to the winner of this, with still a chance at $4,000 for first place. So throw the averages out the window, guys. Get rid of all of your thoughts of what's happened so far in this match. This last leg decider, there's so much pressure on both these players that even a 3 mark is just almost okay right now. Kenny Doyle in the chat saying, wow.
I mean, Kenny, these averages have been nuts in these matches, but coming down to an 8-8 last leg decider, hard to see this one coming after being 6-1 down for Willy.
I'm shocked. I was not expecting this at all. As Willy's going to fire in some points. He's going to close that 18 on the last start, though, and does. So just a touch of an advantage here. If I'm Mike, if I trip the 17s, do you close the 20s and 19s?
I don't think so. I think you got a point. All
We'll
point.
see. He went points there. The first start was in the 3. I didn't see that until right now. And then that bounce out looked like it was pretty brutal there. Here we go. We got a thank you PPD, so thank you guys at the PPD. Thank you for I'm going to say thank you too for allowing me to be a part of this.
Certainly been an amazing 5-6 weeks here.
And this week has been final leg deciders, both matches that we've streamed. It's like we wrote it.
Doesn't get any better than that.
All right, here we go. Willy just a triple 17 away from taking big control here.
Gotta take a look now.
He went back up on the last start.
I'm gonna think he's gonna attack that one because he wants to stay ahead at least by a 4-mark, 5-mark margin.
See if Mike can get a triple in here. He does on the last start, but he's starting to fall back a little bit more each round. But they're all still right here in grass. It's going to take one giant round here from a player to really close the door. And it is not going to happen from Willy right now, only a 5-mark. So Mike throws in a 9-mark here. He's right back in this.
Yeah, but a 5-mark extends that lead to 134 for Willy Walker. So is that going to be enough?
It is.
It looks like so. Now it's 100 points. So you can go 1-2 at these 17s right away, I think.
Yep. Scott, don't you dare say rounded out. They did start off the right way. It's too soon. Too soon for that joke. Oh, man. All right, let's see what Mike can do on the 16s here. That's a big first start.
Cody took it 9-6 tonight.
Wow. Big win there for Cody Drager as he will be taking on next Wednesday Brandon Westover in that 3rd place match.
Good stuff.
Tito gave a good run, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, Tito really played well in that last match that we had streamed. Really impressive stuff for him.
Mike's still a 9-mark away from getting right back in this match. And he gets a 6-mark out of it. The point differential is pretty close now.
Yeah, just 10 points here. Anything can happen. We've seen Mike Maloney tag these 16s and 15s up to the point where it didn't matter that Willy had the 20s and 19s open. He was right there.
There's the opening right there for Mike Maloney. A trip 16 will allow him to close both the 20s and 19s. Oh, that was such a big first start, and he does not hit it. He does get the point lead back, so he's scrapping his way back to the point lead here, but Willy's still with a bit of an advantage.
I did not see what round we were in, but it's got to be crawling up.
It's only round 12.
Round 12, okay. All righty.
So still a little bit of work to be done here for both players. Mike Maloney steps up here on the 16s again. He needs to be hitting some trips. Yeah, he looked at it and he thought it was in.
Takes that look back. Walk right to the line, get right back after it.
Just another single. Oh no, that might be the round where Willy can take advantage of the 16s now. You go straight at it, don't you?
Yeah, if he can take advantage right here and hit the 15s pretty quickly after, match.
Oh, he went back to point on the last start. I liked it. So now Mike going to have to do the same thing on 15s. Good first start. Not as good second dart. Oh, and Willy back in the same exact spot here on the 15s as well. Look at all these braggers in the chat saying they had 9-8.
Oh, it was me. I like that.
Good old Ben Ferris.
That's good stuff.
He's a humble person. He would never say stuff like that. And it looks like the comeback is going to be complete here for Willy Walker. 2 darts away. Really 1 dart away.
Wow. This is...
There it is, guys.
Look at Willy's face right now.
I mean, he's got to be exhausted after this battle. A 9-8 victory for Willy Walker takes it down. Oh my goodness, guys! If you had 9-8 Willy, you went to me as I was right there. Perfect view of myself.
I can't do anything, but my mouth is just dropped right now. It's just
here's what these two guys did: is they promoted the heck out of this event to get over 500 people. Then we got it over 600 people. We got over 500 people on Facebook alone. And then they threw out that match. A 9-8 victory for Willy Walker. He was down 6-1 going into the break, man. How do you explain it?
I want to kick it on over to everybody over in the bar right now that was just giving him a big high five and everything. I mean, if you could see this right now from Willy, I mean, everybody just walked on over to Willy Walker and congratulated him just because they know how big of a match that was. I'm sure you had to hear Willy kind of getting after it there for a little bit. Such a big comeback. 6-1 down to come back and win 9-8. Impressive.
That tells you a lot about Willy Walker as a player. And it tells you a lot about Mike Maloney, too, who just kept battling that whole time. That start from Mike Maloney, you want to talk about just amazing darts. And at the break, I think he was averaging right around a 5-8. Something like that. I mean, just insane. It would have been impossible for him to keep up that average going the whole entire distance, right?
It felt like he was just stepping on the throat of Willy Walker there, and with little to no room for error, and to come back after the break, have that player advantage, use it for a couple legs, and then ride it out, and really get nitty gritty with a couple. Times that Mike had the advantage with the lead or with the start. Willy Walker's going to go home tonight. Maybe you a little thank you, Lord. Kind of one of those moments. And
he's going to sleep really well tonight too, because I'm sure he's exhausted. I'm sure both these guys are pretty exhausted after that one.
Yeah, it definitely is. And they're good friends. I know that they warm up together, and I think Mike will be kicking himself. I mean, I know he will be. That's just the kind of player Mike is. But wow.
Do you think it's too soon for Willy to throw in some trash talk right now?
I don't know. I mean, that was a gutsy call for him to go to say 6-1 and then have that tide turn on him in the break. But just to muster up that win, I can't say it enough how impressive.
Yeah, I mean, insane. When it was, I had the, I called at the beginning, I said 9-7 Willy. And to think that I was actually close after it was 6-1 Mike is just insane. Man, there's not much more to say after that. Willy Walker will play Kyle Liddicky next week, and that's going to be a heck of a matchup too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's going to be Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, per usual.
We'll have Kenny Doyle versus Kevin Schmitz on Monday night, actually.
Okay, well, I'm ready for that one. That's going to be our King Seeded Division 1. I know you're going to be ready. Hopefully we have a little replay of tonight where it's neck and neck. At the end, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for joining us here on the Partners Promoting Darts pages for the CSC Challenger Series. William Stewart of USA Darts Production, as usual, joined by Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Have a great night.